Hello, my loves. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. So, I'm going to give a few of you time to get on here. I want to do something tonight that the Spirit gave me to do a while ago. I am. I just finished doing an interview at Fox KTVE, and I'm extremely excited. I enjoy the opportunity to represent. Um, I really enjoy the opportunity to represent what I believe in. It's really a blessing. Hey, Catrice, thank you. Hey, Anthony. Hi, Monique. Hey, Lavanya. Taj, thank you. Um, I was excited. I was really excited, but for some reason I kept wondering, like, am I smiling enough? It's like I have to think about it, um, and everything. And she went a totally different direction than the questions that we were supposed to do outside of what is ritual. We kind of discussed a little bit about that, but it didn't go in the direction that I was expecting. So it's kind of like, oh, I'm just all off guard. Luckily, you know what I'm saying? I said, I mean, it is what it is. So that's one of the reasons why it's important to be well studied. And believe you me, there's so many people out there who know way more than I do. They know more of the verbiage. They know more of the whatever, you know. But I know what I know, and I stick to doing what I know, you know, and that's a good thing because she sure come from the left. And then even when at the end, can you tell me what motivates you? And I'm like, oh, motivate me. Okay, good. Yeah, I can do that. You know, I can do that. But I want to just share this moment with you guys because you guys are a big part of why any of this is happening for me. I don't minimize my own effort. That is not it. Just like when I tell people all the time, it's just like if you take the words that any mentor, any teacher, whoever is telling you and you do something with it, congratulate yourself. And I have already did this to myself, like, good job, you're just doing a good job. I walked out of the interview with her and walked right into a meeting with three of the Fox executives, and they're talking about a 30-minute show and getting like three or four in the bucket and getting picked up somewhere and all of this and this and that. You know, it's a lot of people who want to be free from medication. They want to be free from the pharmaceutical industry. And while there are a lot of healers, one of the things that was said to me here recently in the process of us talking about how to get this show popping is, and nothing is immediate. You don't even want people in your life that's trying to rush it because anything you rush is not going to be done the right way. And I'm the type of person. Now I move swiftly most times, but there are times where I'm very, well, all the time, whether I'm moving swift or slow, I'm very methodical in how I move and why I move and making sure that whatever move I make is going to benefit me long term, right? So a lot of people know by book knowledge that certain herbs and certain this and that are beneficial, but very few people have the testimony that I have of just simply deciding I'm not dying and I'm not going to stay sick and bringing themselves back from the brink based upon doing emotional healing work, you know, shadow work for all that's worth. And so it's really something when people start to acknowledge and it's really something when people begin to acknowledge what you always have known was your power, but people begin to see it without you saying anything. And I'm really grateful for that, and I'm grateful for all of you because any of you could be anywhere else with any other teacher. There are tons, okay? I'm not the easiest person to listen to. I recognize that right off the bat. I'm not the easiest person to be around, not the easiest person to love. I'm just not an easy person. So for a person to stick with me, I know that there's a reason for it. I don't apologize for how I am because it gets results, and that's just how I was supposed to be. You know what I mean? But I do really appreciate those who can hang, who can handle it. Everybody can't. It's a lot of heat over here. And so people who are sensitive to the flames, they can't stick around me very long, you know. And so for those of you who've been sticking and staying and you know, some of you came, followed me over here from my Lucretia Hayes Reno page. and you were following me when I was a Christian, and you're still following me now that I've transitioned out of that. And just my heart, it goes out to you. So, anywho, one thing that I do, because y'all know I'm about to do a giveaway. I'm not going to tell anybody what I'm about to give this person, because that's up to her if she wants to share. Okay? I watch people. I watch what they do. This particular person, I'm going to tell you guys a story about her, and then I'm going to announce her name. So when I first met her, she was the same way she is now. Always wanting to share things that I had going on, always being helpful as she could be. And we talked a little bit in the inbox. I'm not big on inbox conversations because, for one thing, my inbox moves so quickly, it's hard for me to keep up. And frankly, I'm not trying to keep up anymore. I'm just way too busy for that. And I want to show people love, but I have to do it on my time when I'm able. I don't beat myself up anymore because I can't give everybody this, hey, come on, hey, I love you, ooh, all the time. So we went through a certain phase, me and her, in which she was doing something that I don't like. And you guys, you know how that is with me. And it wasn't personal, but it was just that was not the right vibration. And so I had said something, we had a conversation about it. She was very respectful. I did some lives and everything. She could recognize herself. She was very respectful. She never once stopped sharing my videos. She never once stopped reposting my posts. She never once stopped, just supporting. She just, from the beginning to now, she's constantly been supporting. When my son came on the scene and he started doing his thing, she jumped right on over there and started supporting him. And then now that my husband is doing his thing, she jumped right over there and started supporting him. And she supports Tasha, and she supports many of my other apprentices with businesses, and she's just a support. And I've seen your struggle, my love, and I don't even know if she's watching. Let me look and see if I've seen her name pop up, because I've seen the struggle, and I've seen her stay consistent through it, even with falling apart. I've seen her try to get a job. I've seen her, I can't even see all of the comments, loves. You know who it is, Tasha. I know you do. But if a person can take correction from me and keep loving me after I tell them I don't like what you just did and we're going to have to do something a little bit different. If a person can take that from me, they can have anything I have. That's just my heart. I cannot help it. I'm a bitch at times and I can be a hard ass. I'm very exacting, but I got a really good heart as far as giving and taking care of people. I take care of my people. That's how I am. It's a mother in me that will not quit. And I just, it is what it is. But this person's name is Courtney Lawson. Okay? And I've just watched and watched. And I've watched and I've watched. And I've watched and I've watched and I've watched and I've watched for months. And you know what? It was a time not very long ago that she got into a hard place. And she had sent me something in my inbox. I didn't see it right when she sent it, but I seen it later on, maybe a couple of days later, and I saw it and I was like, I'm not going to answer that. Not right now. This ain't the time for me to jump in. I had to wait for the right time to jump in to help her. But what I'm about to give her is going to set her on her feet. And so if anybody could tag Courtney for me, please do, because I want to make sure she sees this video, because she's the primary person that I want to honor. That's not to minimize anybody else, because I have a lot of people who follow me, but today just ain't your turn. And here's what happens, guys. I have people who, I can only say so much about so many people at any given time, right? And I have people who will follow me and they take shit so personally. Why did you skip me? Why don't I ever win anything? It's like, sweetie, that's not going to get you to winning. That's not going to get you noticed because you got this woe, po, pitiful me thing going on, because that's not what I applaud. What I applaud is a person who can say, you know what, I got to get my vibration right. And I'm not following M just to get whatever M may be giving away, or just to be able to get some free oils every here and again, just to get all the free teaching I can. I'm invested. And so she ain't have money always. She ain't spent the most money. And here's the thing. I was like, I was like, all the Sharon Courtney be doing, she ought to win, the drawing. And then I thought about it. It's like, she ain't been able to get in the drawing. Because I had a $175 qualifying entry. That ends tonight. We're doing the bucket tonight, and the drawing is tomorrow sometime. So all of those who know you've spent at least $175 one time, one actual order that totaled $175 or more is your qualifying order, right? And then every $75 you spend after that is additional entry. And then every share that you've done after you've spent your $175 is an additional entry, and all of that whole thing. Y'all got to go back and find the link. I got all of the posts on this page. I got all of the qualifiers on there. But it ends tonight at midnight, so there will be no more entries put in after midnight. But I was thinking about that, and I was like, I want her to have something, and I'm ready now. I'm ready, and I could feel that readiness. And then she came in my mind probably 2 weeks ago, again. And so now it's like, okay, this is the time. So I just want to congratulate you, Courtney. Please be sure to inbox me your PayPal or your Cash App. I prefer PayPal. And we'll make it happen. To the rest of you, I say, learn to be truly happy for other people. When you learn to be truly happy for other people, you will have a whole lot of reasons to be happy for yourself soon. Because happiness, for whatever reason, brings about more reasons to be happy. And what I mean by that is, because I'm happy about homegirl getting a job, homegirl getting a raise, homegirl getting married, homegirl getting pregnant, homeboy getting married, homeboy getting his own business, homeboy getting his record out, homeboy doing this. Because I'm happy for all of these people doing all of these things, I'm happy. And that happiness caused people and things to happen in my life that makes me even happier. So I'm happy because right now I may not can find anything, because maybe I ain't got the right perspective yet to be happy about in my own life. Maybe all I see is struggle. But now I look at this person and I'm like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. I'm so happy for you. I'm happy, happy, happy for you. And then in a minute, before you look around, somebody done popped up with your happy vibration to make you happier. You know what this one guy told me one time? Because it was funny. We was having this conversation. I was telling my friend, we was just all sitting around talking. I said, it seemed like when I'm dressed like crazy, hair all over my head. This was back when my own hair was long and I didn't know what to do with it. Hair I'll be all over my head. I'm barely matching. Got on pajamas or something. Some nigga always trying to holler at me. Dude said, yeah, because it's the only time you look affordable. You know what I'm saying? He just came on out with his truth. Like he had been waiting on an opportunity to jump in with that. But basically what he was saying, I didn't get it then fully, right? But I get it now. What he was saying is that the way when you are dressed up, when you are looking good and all that kind of stuff, you look like somebody who puts a lot of time, energy, and money into yourself. And any man who comes at you feels like, man, to have that girl, I'm gonna have to have time, money, and energy. Which is absolutely the fucking truth. Okay? That's the absolute fucking truth. So I was looking exactly how I needed to look, okay? But it's true. However you're looking, like if you carry a happy countenance, people feel the need and want to be a part of your happiness, and they'll do whatever to do that, which usually means giving you things and giving you compliments and paying attention to you and giving you an ear and giving you a shoulder, and just they're in a giving mood. People want to give to happy people. It's hard to bless a miserable person. It really is. Okay? And so be happy. Be happy for some reason, any reason. If you go outside and get back in the house and you don't get wet, be happy for that. It's like, oh, I got out the door and I got back in the house and I'm not wet. You know what I'm saying? And they was talking about it was going to rain. I beat the rain. I grocery shop and beat the rain. Never mind that you broke a heel trying to beat the rain. Just be grateful that you beat the rain. Do y'all get what I'm saying about that vibration? The other thing that I'll be doing next year, I don't know when or whatever, but I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be helping some people, really helping some people, like paying a car note, random giveaway, paying rent, random giveaway, and help maybe paying a person's whole lease out, random giveaways. Why am I doing this? It's 3 reasons. All of it is not altruistic. Let me just be clear about that, because sometimes people get this idea in their head. All of it's not altruistic. I am required. Because, look, not that any of you could ever make me feel like I owe any of you anything, because that's not what this is. I don't feel like I owe any particular person. But at that same time, I know that to whom much is given, of the same is much required. And so when you are blessed and you are lifted out of your low place, what kind of person would you be not to go back and remember those who helped you get out? So I'm like, if we're all the crabs in a barrel and one of them say, hey, listen, you got potential, you're stronger than I am, I can't climb the bucket, but I can bend over and let you climb my back so you can get your ass out of here. Just come back for me. And I'm that crab that actually get out and be like, whew, now I gotta go save my people. Them my peoples up in there. Do y'all know that one of my apprentices was my bunkie when we were in the feds? It's a true story. She met me while I was in prison, and I still don't know how. I felt more inspired by her than anything else, but something inside of her was inspired by me, and thus she stayed in contact with me. This was way back in 2011. It's 7 years later, and now she's an apprentice of mine, and to me, that's just amazing. It's just freaking amazing. I'm surrounded every day by people who are more intellectual than I am, who need me to teach them, help them tap into something. And it doesn't intimidate me. I have students who are going to bypass me by miles and miles, times miles and miles. And that doesn't intimidate me. It makes my heart happy. Because you know what, my loves? It is not a competition amongst or against anyone else. It is just simply you maximizing who you are and what you're here to do. I don't feel like I gotta bypass everybody else to be successful. I feel like I have to overcome my own fears, and I have to find my own potentials and develop them, and that makes me successful. And so everybody's success is not measured the same way. For some people, they measure their success, I made it from the ghetto to a mansion. So they measure their success in money. And you know what? That's absolutely beautiful. If that's how you want to measure it, that's fine. You did make it from the ghetto to a mansion, and you deserve all of the kudos, hugs, love, and everything else for that. We applaud you. Whoop, 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 whoop. You know you did that shit, right? Win, 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 right? But at that same time, somebody else, their thing may be to have a wholesome, happy, you know what I'm saying, functional ass family. In other words, it's them and their husband or them and their wife and all of their kids under one roof, and everybody's fed and everybody's educated and everybody goes to college. And that is success for them. And you know what? You're absolutely fucking right. That is success. That is success in all of its beauty. And we give you the same big whoop, 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 whoop. You did that shit, win, 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 win. Everybody's win is not the same. Stop trying to measure your win based upon everybody else's. I've won already. If I don't do nothing else, I'm absolutely content to say, I did that shit, rock that shit out, and I'm good. But do you know that I still get up every morning and press myself because I know I ain't tapped out yet. There's still so much more to me. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It cannot have anything to do with anybody else. Today, me and my husband were talking. We went and got our son, you know, my stepson, his son, right? And he was like, he looked at me, he said, do you think I'm doing good? You know, or do I need to do more, you know? It's like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? You ain't been out of prison 3 months yet. You have not been free, but 70-something days, 74 days to be exact, 74, 75, my bad, 75 days you've been free. You have a business of your own. He is selling out of his jewelry as fast as he can make it. Okay? You have a banging ass wife, if I have to say so myself. I didn't say that part. I was just thinking it in my head like, shit, you a won, my nigga. No, you done fucking won already. You hit the jackpot, the lotto, okay? You married real well and didn't even know it. Hell, I ain't know it, you know? But it's like, and on top of that, he ain't resting on it. He building his own. And so today, and I told him, I said, you know, it's people that's your age, that's 29, that has never been to prison and don't have a job and ain't trying to do shit. They ain't got no excuse. You got 2 strikes. And yet at that same time, you're building and you're going. You're in college, you're building a business. How the fuck can you not be winning? How can you not be doing good? You doing what you need to do. You're doing everything you need to do. And I'm proud of them. You know, and it's unfortunate because sometimes you cannot say stuff like that. Sometimes it's the same thing with a lot of you guys, like Cynthia Marie. She had, I don't know how that post got back out to the front, but it's in the Magical Mystic group. She had a post from March when I did the Sacred Seal the last time, and I do remember telling her I didn't recommend that as a first time ritual with me, but she did it anyway. And I was rereading through her results, and it was a pretty lengthy post. I read every word all over again, and the tears welled up in my eyes, and it's like, fuck, man, sometimes you can forget, because I see her now and I consider her just like an equal. And when I see her posting and she's doing her readings and stuff, and I'm always trying to get people to do her readings, you know, a lot of times people don't want to invest in themselves the way they should, because it's not cheap and it shouldn't be, with that kind of clarity that she gives. And I see it like that, and I've just gotten used to seeing her like an equal appear in the field, and I forget where she come from, and I just got proud, like, damn. And I'm proud to have been there to assist in whatever minor way that I assisted to help her come into her power now. And it's like, I look at Tasha and I think, she's the Leo on the hunt now. She was resting, now she's hunting and she's saving people. Every time I see a video with her, and I don't always get a chance to watch the whole thing, but every time and I don't have to. Like, usually if people start making videos, I feel the need to watch all of it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh God, what did they say? What did they say? With Tasha, I just trusted, and I cannot stop myself from trusting. And I'm so proud of her because she was comfortable. She don't have to do this. She would never have to do this, and yet she does it because of the love. Now, she a Leo. She ain't gonna just come out and say, I fucking love y'all so much that I'm just gonna give my time up. She ain't gonna say that, but I know that that's that, right? And I'm proud of so many people. Even Nashiki, it's like, she got the smile, the voice, the appearance, she got everything, the knowledge, she just got it. And to see her doing her videos, I'm like, look at this beautiful goddess, finally, yes, finally, Coach Chandler is rising. And then I have never in my life met a belly dancer until I got a student who was a belly dancer and a costume designer. And it's like, oh my fucking God. You know, in my mind, it's like, do I know a belly dancer? This shit is wild. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is my life. Like, these people all around me, you know, belly dancers, nurses, and business owners and coaches and people in corporate America, people from Wall Street, people who got multiple businesses, real estate developers, you got all types, authors and web designers, and all of these people, all of them beautiful, powerful, amazing in their own right. So tonight, it's not me trying to teach anybody anything. It's me just inspiring you, just to show you how beautiful my life is. Not just because of doing some interviews on TV or my book being on the bestseller list for 2 weeks in a row. And now it slipped a little bit, but just a little, right? And I got all these great reviews, and I can go to Amazon now and search for something occult, and my book will pop up. And I'm not the only one. I done tried it from my husband's computer and everything else. It'll just pop up by itself. So it's made it to that place, and being able to make the transition. And my pastors still love me, even though they don't necessarily want to just, you know, jump over. But they like, you doing the shit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful. And I think that if I had done this with this bitter attitude, nobody's going to accept it, everybody's going to have something to say, and blah, 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 then I would have drawn that to me. But I just hopped in like, oh my God. And then to bring the first student to come in, the second student to come in, the third student to come in. None of these people, fruity ass people, solid, intellectual, ready already, just need space to become themselves. And I'm vicious about the people that I love. I'm the perfect protector. And that's all I really do. Because I'm not really teaching, I'm reminding. Most of the things that I bring to people is something that they need to be reminded of because they know it is a part of them. I'm telling you about you. It's because it's you. You're going to remember it as you hear it. And that's all I'm doing, waking up that memory so you can remember for yourself, right? And then at that same time, protecting you while you get your shit together, because I'll rip a bitch head off about my people. That's just what it is. And so I am the perfect person to do what I'm supposed to be doing. There is nobody who's going to beat M at being M. You know, ain't no point in trying. I can't beat, Kiki Sensa at being Kiki Sensa. I can't beat Mystic at the Crossroad at being Mystic at the Crossroad, or Lady Duchess at being Lady Duchess, and I'm not trying, or Conjure Queen at being Conjure Queen. I'm not trying. I love what they do. I applaud them. I watch them. I learn from them. And they are in their zone. I'm in my zone. We all have, there's room for everybody is what I'm saying. So each one of you can win without it costing someone else a loss. And each one of you, you're not so desperate that you can't give someone else compliments, support, love. Do you know that every ritual that I have damn near, somebody gives somebody else a spot. People give other people oils every week. People, I just announced in my apprenticeship that I'm going to start helping some of those who are in a financial lull, but not free. I'm requiring them to put in the exact work that's necessary, including adopting the right mindset so that they never hit another lull that they can't pull themselves out of. And do you know how many of them got in my inbox? I'm sending you this amount for this person, or whoever you choose. I'm sending you this amount. Hey, I want to donate this amount. Hey, I'm donating this amount. Hey, I'm donating, because they love each other. That's success. For me to be able to create something I wasn't even sure existed, which is just space. To have power to call to you other people with the same kind of heart you have. Now, don't get me wrong. I got some dangerous ass apprentices. Some of them knock your ass out. Bust your eye up and then lay hands and heal you. That's how we get down. There's some vicious ones in there. And I don't tell people you shouldn't be vicious, because sometimes it's required. I believe that all dark and light threads have to be married together. You must master both sides for you to truly be powerful. Okay? So, anywho, I just wanted to share that we're blessing Courtney today, and I'm applauding her. If you're not friends with Courtney Lawson, I suggest you add her. She is one of the most supportive people. If she sees something on your page that is beneficial to people, she'll share it. And it's unfortunate that she don't get a lot of interaction because she only does it out of love. You know she ain't doing it for likes when most of her shares don't get that many likes. She doing it out of love. And she'll post and post and share and post and share and post. I've never paid her a dime. And at time, I went through a whole phase where I just ignored her on purpose. Now, that's the truth. I ignored her on purpose to see what she was going to act like, because my heart was being pulled to her. But I know I have to check myself. I have a bleeding heart syndrome sometimes. So I have to check myself, and I have to give people time to reveal themselves. And out of all this time, not a single change. Only she's gotten better. And she's grown. And she owns her shit. And she shares her power, she shares her story, she shares her mistakes. Because it's not just about sharing the knowledge that you know, it's sharing how you use it. Okay? How you use it. So anywho, I got to get home to my family. My husband said, you do know, baby, that this is family time. And they invited me back. I'm supposed to be talking to a guy tomorrow. We're talking about... we're going to be talking about getting a 30-minute show together that'll be centered around me. Me collecting testimonials. Like, so we're going to have a part where I'll be able to bring people on my show to talk about what benefits they've gotten taking my advice and doing this and that. In the beginning, we're thinking that the best approach is to deal with the healing aspect of it. When you look at the number of people that's being diagnosed with serious chronic conditions, diabetes, lupus, cancers, all kind of stuff like that, the number is astounding. And we're going to start there. And when you look at the numbers that the pharmaceutical industry is turning over for profit, that number is really fucking astounding, okay? They making theirs, and they're not healing anyone. They're only treating symptoms and making a person's life more bearable, while whatever is going on is constantly still destroying them. So we're going to start there, and that's going to be a lot all by itself, but I am going to be true to who I am. I'm a mystic, and I'll always be a mystic, you know. And I'm not willing to change that for anyone. Now, it's the company calling me out of Dallas. They really, really want me to come. And it's a company out of LA. They really wants me to come. And they want to talk to me. But they're into the magic stuff. And here's the thing. Certain things I would never do on TV. Any real practitioner is just not going to do it on TV. It's like, you know, you're not going to see my secrets. Will I put on a song and dance for you? Sure. Because I do it already. You know, when I do rituals, that you see has, if you put a percentage, you know, 0 to 100, what you see has about 20% of the power. The other 80% come from the stuff you don't see, but it works. And that's the primary thing, that you're getting what you're paying for. And you see that I'm doing something. That's exactly, I burn the candles in public, because some of the rituals that I do, like healing rituals, I need a lot of water. And usually I'm naked in a tub, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that, or I'm somewhere grounded with a tree, stuff that I can't even broadcast anyway. But I do the candles to add power to what I'm going to do, and also so that you see that I am invested in what I'm doing for you guys. There will come a time where hopefully I won't have to do that. But as long as there's thieves in the temple, those who are honest have to work a lot harder just to not be grouped in with the charlatans and the bullshitters. Okay, so I encourage you guys to go for it. I went to YouTube and I finally got the video to upload, the one that I did about 2019 millionaires. I invite you guys to make sure that you are following my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Lucretia Hayes. That's spelled LACRESHAHAYES. At some point, we're going to get this thing together with the Magical Mystic channel, but it's going to be professional videos, and I still got to get all of my studios set up properly, and I just got a lot of stuff to do, but I'm so busy that the ball drops. And I know you guys are waiting on the app, which I'm waiting on the app, so you already know what that's like. And I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't know. But as soon as I do know, I will keep you guys posted. And the next thing that we have coming up, I might as well go and give these announcements. My son has tonight at 10:10 the Santa Muerte Saint Expedite ritual. I gifted 5 people a slide. Hey Courtney, I need you to inbox me your PayPal preferably, but if you don't have PayPal, then your Cash App, because tonight we're honoring you for your tireless dedication to me, to my son, to my husband, to a lot of my apprentices. To me, what you do for my apprentices, you've done for me. I ain't gonna lie, I just can't help it. So I take it that personal. They're not my kids, they're not my blood sisters necessarily, but many of them are my spirit family. They're my tribe, and I love them. They're mine. They're my people. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of you are my people. So, that's what that is. No, Shalea, it's not too late. You have to go to tantricalchemist.com and sign up. It's $10.10. However, I did give 5 people a slot. So if I gifted you, please make sure that you get with him so that you can get that done and know what's going on tonight. The other thing that we have coming up is the Sounds of Success on the 19th of December And then we have the Tantric Manifestation Ritual on the 28th of December, and then the Primordial Seal of Success on the 31st of December. So those are the final 3 rituals for this month and this year. The Primordial Seal of Success will begin on December the 31st, and it will carry on into January the 1st. That's kind of where that is. Let's see. We got a lot of flash sales up. I got a lot of more flash sales that I'm gonna be putting up tonight and in the morning. So for those who are gonna be buying anyway, you'll be able to save money and all of that. Hey, and so, yeah. So that's how that goes. So anyway, guys, I gotta go. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Courtney, do not forget to be sure to get in my inbox so I can take care of you tonight, my loves, because your night, your day, your week, your month, your year has changed. You will see in a minute. I'm not telling nobody what you get. It's up to you. If you want to speak about it, it's all up to you. But I'll talk to you soon. I love you guys. Have a great, fantastic night. And don't forget, all final orders. This is the final night to earn entries for the 5,000 that's going to be given away tomorrow. 5 people are going to get $1,000 tomorrow. Mwah. I love y'all.